Please believe me, we need the Eagle Riders. This is urgent. Let me explain. The location of our secret research center in the desert cannot be compromised at any cost.
Of course, I agree. The fact that the ISO also uses the facility to store large amounts of deadly nerve gas makes it all the more important that no one knows where it is.
Director Anderson, I know you asked not to be disturbed, but I knew you'd want to know that the Eagle Riders have returned to Gateway City.
We can now deliver the materials needed at the research facility whenever you wish.
The world thanks you, Dr. Keene.
We are honored you chose us.
Excuse me, gentlemen, Dr. Keene. I've got bad news. Your vehicle was parked in the ambassador's space and it's been towed away.
What?
How many times have I told you? Valet park!
Report to the Global Security Council number G4X32, submitted by Mickey Dugan. This report is to try to explain why I almost left the Eagle Riders. Life has a way of giving each of us opportunities to grow. Sometimes our growth is planned, and other times it happens when we least expect it. This is one of those times. Mickey Dugan here. I am 5 miles from your location with your transmitter and closing fast.
Roger, Dugan. Watch yourself. It's a tight squeeze.
I sure copy that. Approaching platform in 2 minutes. I could see from the depth of the gorge that the base would be very tough to reach, even with the smallest of spacecraft. It was heavily fortified against any enemy attack, but the devastating attack that was about to happen wasn't made by men or aliens. It was made by a much more powerful force, nature.
Uh-oh. It's an earthquake! This quake looks like a big one. Hang on!
The earthquake shook that canyon like it had never been shaken before, and I was right in the middle of it.
It's too much. Evacuate all personnel right away.
Those pumas falling would have haunted me forever unless I did something. So I forgot all about the base, my responsibilities, and turned back to help them. It was a vast and desolate area, but I didn't have any trouble finding the little fella. Don't be scared. It's gonna be okay. His mother was nowhere in sight. He was all alone, in a tough place. He needed me. Don't worry, little guy. Things will be A-okay. I'm Mickey, and I'm gonna help you. I won't leave you here. I'm gonna take you home.
Mickey, do you realize what your not arriving on time at ISO's base caused? Because of your delay in reaching the base with that transmitter, the evacuation of the injured was prevented for several hours. Just what happened out there?
But everybody got out, didn't they, Dr. Keene?
Miraculously, there were no serious injuries. But imagine what would have happened if emergency aid had been needed. They would have had no way to get it. They were depending on us, and because of your tardiness, Mickey, we let them down.
You're usually so dependable. What in the world happened to you?
The radar records show you were on final approach and you turned around. Why?
Mickey, I think we all want to give you a chance to explain yourself because we know you must have a good excuse. Please tell us.
Well, you see, the thing is, well...
You can tell us, Mickey.
Huh? Oh. Huh. So that's it. You're trying to tell us that a cat almost cost us our reputation? Come here.
Joe, stop it. That's enough.
Forget it.
Huh?
Well, now I say we figure out how to take that puma back to the wild.
Joe's just kidding, isn't he?
Come on, Mickey. You know we don't have the time to take care of a puma. He's gotta go.
They say I have to take you back where you belong, boy. I sure don't agree with them.
Mickey. We need to talk.
Sure, Kelly. I feel like I still want to keep him.
Well...
This puma's mother was a victim of that earthquake. I saw it happen, and I know what it's like not to have your folks around. I gotta help him. After all, I'm all he's got.
I'm sorry to say this, Mickey.
What?
But you've got to take him back.
But I just can't.
There's no other way, Mickey.
Yeah? So you just have me turn my back on this little guy and leave him to starve? I finally find a friend who needs me, and you guys want to take him away from me. Even if he is wild and should be free, how do we know he can take care of himself? I want to keep him and watch him grow up. And if you don't let me, maybe I'll quit.
I'm sorry to hear you say that.
Don't worry about a thing, little guy. I guess it's time I stop being an eagle rider.
Mickey, you are talking with your heart instead of your head. I want you to really think about this.
What? I can't believe this. He told you he wants to quit?
He said if the puma goes, he goes. I think we have to realize how important this is to him.
I understand. We must be sure not to allow Mickey's problem to alter our team's effectiveness, or it will cause all of us trouble.
Joe's right. Maybe Mickey needs to take some time off. In a few days, he'll cool off and have the time to think things through.
Once he gets rid of that puma, he'll be itching to get back to work. But if he decides to keep that cat, I'll see to it that he doesn't go on any missions.
What?
Kelly, as much as you want us all to understand Mickey's problem, he has to understand the responsibility of the Eagle Riders. We're responsible for the global good.
Right.
We can't allow our personal problems to get in the way of defending what we believe in or stop us from protecting what we've sworn to uphold.
Yeah. Sure.
So we all agree. If Mickey wants to keep the puma, he'll be relieved of his duties as an Eagle Rider. Right?
Okay, Joe. I agree. I'll sure miss the little guy. It sure won't be the same going on a mission without him.
It's the secret ISO base.
What?
The earthquake damaged some nerve gas canisters stored there. The area must be stabilized quickly.
We're ready.
To carry out this mission, we'll require all of you to split into two separate teams. Joe and Ollie will be team number 1.
Well, what about me? I'll go.
I wouldn't hear of it. Besides, I'm overdue for some action.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, anyway, we need someone to help guide Mickey.
Well, maybe I can get him to get rid of that puma while you guys are gone.
Let's get going, Joe, before Hunter has a change of heart.
Guys, good luck out there.
Thank you, Hunter.
Dr. Keene also decided that Hunter and Kelly would deliver the nerve gas neutralizer to the base as soon as possible, but it wasn't ready yet. And as for me, I was feeling pretty left out. As Joe and Ollie glided into the wrecked research base, we had no idea of the circumstances they were sailing into. All personnel had been evacuated during the earthquake. The whole place looked like a big ghost town. The research base had been destroyed to the point where it would never be rebuilt. All we could do was to stabilize the nerve gas and neutralize it so it would be harmless. Then the unexpected happened.
Kelly, have we heard from them at all?
No word from Joe or Ollie, but you know beyond a doubt that the aftershock must have caused heavy damage.
Yeah, I know. Since they haven't contacted us, we have to assume they're trapped. I wish we could go in there and rescue them, but we have our own mission, waiting to administer the nerve gas neutralizer. Hey, Mickey, how about helping us out?
Sure, you got it. But what about what Joe said?
Well, this is an emergency, and this does call for drastic measures, but I don't want to disobey Joe.
Hunter.
I guess the only way I can let you help us, Mickey, is for you to set your puma free.
I knew what I should do, but it still felt like they were forcing me to decide, and that made me mad.
Before you walk out of here, I want you to know that this is your decision, Mickey. I know it's not an easy one, but you're the one that has to decide.
I need a little time, but I do promise you I'll try to decide as soon as possible so you two can take the appropriate action.
Mickey! Oh, Mickey.
As I boarded my ship to set the Puma free, I could see them loading the Ultra Eagle with the nerve gas neutralizer. They'd be ready to go in an hour. My goodbye was going to have to be a lot quicker than I would have liked. But considering how I felt about that Puma, maybe a quick goodbye was the best for both of us. Well? Go on! Get going! Come on! Go back! Back where you belong! Can't you see? This is really hard for me. It's ripping me apart. Go! We've had a lot of fun, but it's time. He scrambled over the hills, back to the world where he belonged. And then it was my turn to get back where I belonged. I radioed Hunter and told him I was so close to the wrecked base, I might as well go look for Ollie and Joe.
Here's something?
More burrows?
I think I might be able to walk. Maybe you'd do better helping out Ollie.
I guess I've fallen and I need some help getting up.
Well, that's what I'm here for, Ollie. Gotta get you out of here before the gas gets me. I didn't know it then, but at that exact moment, another nerve gas canister about a mile away had just ruptured and more gas was spreading. We had to get out, and get out fast. We just gotta turn over. The gas is leaking into the tank.
Well, I
leave you three all alone. It looks to me like you're going to have a real gas. Huh? Oh no! Oh no! It can't be!
We've got a lock on their position, Hunter.
Good. Let's be sure not to drop any of those neutralizer bombs near our guys.
Bomb bay is now open. Drop zone locked on.
Sounds to me like Kelly and Hunter have finally arrived.
And that's something to sneeze about.
The neutralizing agent in those bombs cleared the air like a fresh breeze coming through a window. That's it, yeah, that's a way.
Those party-pooping punks have burst my bubble again!
I was really wondering how my team would react when they saw me.
Hey, Mickey. So you set free that puma.
Oh, Mickey, you decided our team is more important.
Yep.
Great.
I knew you'd make the right decision.
I guess I was being selfish. I was only thinking of what I wanted.
Welcome back, Mickey.
I realized this whole experience had taught me a lesson about responsibility. When you're part of a team or any group, you gotta be responsible for each other and for your decisions as well. I learned that you have to consider your choices carefully. They affect your life and the people you care about. It took me a while, but by thinking things through, I made the right choice. Knowing that made me feel great about myself. As for my puma friend, the call of the wild suited him fine. As for me, the call of duty that I share with the Eagle Riders is what's important to me. It's quite a challenge, but we're proud to be defending the global good.